Hi fam. We are on the way right now to go and take some of the things out of our home that made it through the flood. Some of the things that were kept up high. Just stuff that we have to move out of the house in order for them to do construction on it. They're going to be starting construction really soon here, next couple days, which is exciting. Then it's going to take 4 months for our home to be livable. Oh, look who.
That was fast, wasn't it?
Look at you going to 99 Market and getting something good.
Well, guess what I got?
Wait, look at the camera and comb your hair again. That's right.
Is that right? You like that?
Yeah.
What is this, honey?
Bun bao.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Bun bao. You boys, can you say bun bao?
What's this called? Bun bao. Yeah,
Good
here
job.
you go.
You want bun bao?
What? Yeah, it
Bun
is.
bao. That's right. So bun bao is just kind of like a doughy thing with pork inside usually,
Right.
but they have other meats too.
Beans, I mean, they put whatever inside.
Yeah,
you know?
they're really good though. If you guys haven't had them, I bet you'd like them.
It's, you know?
You know what's interesting is that some of the dishes that they make that are Vietnamese are very similar to some of the dishes that my family makes that are Norwegian dishes.
That's right. There is a Norwegian dish like this.
Well, it's not quite. What I'm referring to is Norwegian klub, and it's something that we make from potatoes that are diced into really tiny pieces, and we make a dough out of it and stuff it with salt pork and then boil it, and then we cut it up and fry it. They're not particularly healthy, but they're really good. I made it for the beast. You like some of the Norwegian food I made?
I did. It tastes a lot like this. Klub tastes a lot like this.
Like bun bao?
You want to see what else I got?
Yeah, let's show
Okay.
let's show them.
Right.
What you got, Bubba?
I'm way more Asian than people think, by the way.
More Asian? What, do you have to have an Asian card?
Well, supposedly, I guess you do.
Yeah.
But
Look, he ate some bun bao just for your viewing pleasure. That's kind of funny.
what is that called?
A pot sticker?
I don't actually know what it's called, but it's a dim sum thing, and it's pretty good.
You know what they say, dim sum, lose some. What?
It's called
Hakao.
hakao. It's basically a shrimp dumpling. Famous, called shumai.
Shumai. Yum.
Pork dumpling, which my mom calls it simai.
Good food.
It's good every once in a while. It can get old, but it's
Everything can get old.
see, I know how to use chopsticks too.
But is that on a keto diet? Just kidding.
Not much to it.
Hey! Whoa, 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 whoa!
What?
What you doing, man?
What you mean what I'm doing?
You just put your chopsticks straight down in the bowl. And I'm gonna have to take away your Asian card again.
Why?
Revoked. Yeah, I know it's a myth. Be respectful.
Even after I got some shumai. I forgot their juice.
Getting on my nerves. You know who
Did
has
I do that
you know who has
again?
really yeah, you did. Since when do you do that?
When people told me I shouldn't.
You literally had to marry a white girl just to tell you how to be Asian, man.
You can get a authentic Chinese meal in the middle of Katy here, which for Deanna Marie's credit, she's always been very embraceful of the Chinese cuisine.
I mean, just because it's good, though.
Everybody thinks so.
I don't care what everybody thinks. So what you were talking about is pick up on social cues. So go ahead.
Oh, what I meant by that was, I used to not really care what people thought, about what I say or how they react, and I would just say it, And now I'm starting to pick up more on, how it affects people, and when it's is perceived as rude or offensive or whatever, to those people, or maybe I should say perceived, not in the way I intended it to.
Okay.
So I've definitely picked up more on that and been more sensitive to that in my mature old age.
I understand.
Living up to my namesake there.
Where's Dad, Daddy?
That's the big house.
He doesn't even remember it. That's our house that we used to live in before the flood. Do
Do
you
you
remember
remember it? You're a little boy. I actually don't think he was walking completely yet.
Boy,
Look at you covered with hummus.
big mess.
Big mess.
Big mess.
Honey, the walls are gone too. You're scared? It doesn't look the same, does it? I know. I know, Pumpkin. Just don't touch. Protect him, brother.
Good boy.
Good boy. That's a dryer. After the flood, they brought that in to dry out all of the water. Oh, yeah.
Turn on some lights.
That's a good idea. There we go. A little light in here.
Don't. Remember what I said.
No touching. Don't touch.
I know. Just leave it alone, okay?
That is correct.
Do you guys remember this house?
It's so big, huh?
Big, huh?
It got slime.
It did. Yeah.
The hallway. Where the Legos go?
We actually have some.
We actually do have some. Yeah, why don't we?
You want to play with some Legos? Don't touch that, okay? That's a hole in the ground. Don't move this box either, okay? That's for safety. Watch. Okay, don't touch that, okay? Yeah, that's electricity. It's very dangerous.
Yeah, very dangerous. That is a Duplo car, Lightning Rod McQueen. So yeah, this is going to be a green room at some point. All your cars? Well, darling, you know what?
What?
We lost a lot of things in the flood.
But this is safe.
But that's safe. It's way up high and didn't get mold on it, so we were able to salvage it. And what is that? Just dust from them tearing out the walls. Is it weird? I know, Bug. The trains are in those buckets right there. Daddy wrapped them up. I really don't know what we have. I feel like it's a lot of odds and ends. That.
It's called bubble wrap.
You love bubble. I bet you do. Would it be fun to pop one of those bubbles? Okay.
Much better.
See? Daddy's using leverage with that. You guys, we found this box that was up, you know, on a shelf really high, made it to the flood. These were Superfast's first shoes. Can you see how tiny they are? Oh my gosh, these are even smaller. Newborn crib shoes. Look at this. Look at these little newborn crib shoes. So we're done packing up.
Oh boy, that was a good workout.
Yeah.
We did a lot
hot.
though. In like,
Not
how
very
long were we there? 3 hours.
3 hours.
2.5 hours. Wasn't as much stuff as I thought it'd be, which is usually the opposite of packing.
Right. Well, I mean, we're kind of down to the nitty gritty. Not that many things made it through the flood anyways.
Right.
Stuff that did, some of it was really should have been thrown away.
Right.
You know? Now we have to make the trek back to Louisiana, which is going to be a 3-hour drive. The city flooded our neighborhood, for one thing, but they also did it in the middle of the night without warning. People were waking up with water up to their thighs. So you can imagine that having a baby in that situation would be extremely terrifying. Considering the circumstances of so many of the people around us being horrible, it hasn't been very difficult for us to recognize that we're in a pretty good situation, even despite the chaos that's caused our family and a little bit of trauma for the boys.
It really was fortunate. I mean, even though this was really hard for us as a family, the circumstances that we were in allowed it to be as less harsh or less hard as possible.
The boys had been down there before to the apartment that we've been staying in, so
they didn't have a lot of or any trauma to remember.
I don't think that's entirely true. I think that it has been traumatic for them to have to be juggled around as much as they have been.
Yeah.
The 3-hour drives back and forth have been tough.
We're pretty good at doing road trips now.
Yeah, that's true. I actually think that most of the stress has landed on us as the parents, and that we've managed it as pretty well, so that the kids have not had to endure too much of it.
Right.
And that's what you want, especially in a crisis, I think.
I mean, you know, people that didn't have our situation were stressing about pushing the insurance company to get the payments out and that kind of thing. While we were doing that too, you really can't push these people any faster than what they're already doing.
Yeah, they don't care.
And
we had to go back 3 times with the insurance company to get the amount of money that we did get, which honestly is not going to be enough to mitigate all the problems that the flood caused for our home. But we got, you know, enough to do something with, right?
Right.
Something substantial.
You know, yeah. There's a lot that we don't have to pay back. At least we'll have to borrow the rest or something like that to get to put our house back to the state it was in, or better. You know.
Right.
Hopefully, everyone can view us through our journey. I think it might be a little fun.
Yeah, they're gonna see the home construction happening.
Right.
Coming up.
We've done a lot of work on making sure we know what we want, so that's important, I think.
That's right. We did the 3D modeling. I just wish the city would have got their act together and followed the recommendations that were given to them by the Army Corps of Engineers. 10 years ago is when they got the recommendations.
I would agree. It was once in a lifetime storm.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure of that because I feel like the weather conditions are changing. So
they are. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime storm until the next once in a lifetime storm comes in. You know, Katrina was a once in a lifetime storm as well.
Yeah, and that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, 12 years ago.
But there is an agency that monitors the severity of hurricanes, and they've said that the severity has not increased and the number of hurricanes has not increased, but that the number of hurricanes that happen to have made it inland just happened to be more recently. So they were actually put under fire for not saying that it was caused from global warming or that the hurricanes are worse because of global warming, but they didn't have any proof of that, and so they fought against that criticism. There's a lot of bullying going on in science nowadays, a lot, where people want scientific data to fall in line with what their agenda is. Hey guys, thanks for watching our videos. Please subscribe and hit like and ask to be notified and all that good stuff.
If you guys behave, I'll wear my shorts again.
He wants to see the beast swimming trunks, huh? Hilarious.